Hey guys, welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show, and today you join me on a Monday evening, UK GMT time, 9 p.m. in London. And today I've got a very interesting video for you guys. Real Watch Talk is back, and it's a topic which is a very sensitive topic, I have to say. But today's question in hand is why you should never waste your money buying replica counterfeit watches. Not homages or anything like that. What I'm discussing today is a topic that is very sensitive, and that is watches that try to deceive other people in believing that you're wearing the genuine article, and why I feel it is a waste of your money. Okay, and this is really an educational video for people that have got replica watches. They wear them, they enjoy them. But this is just my opinion. But one thing I would say, there are a lot of watch enthusiasts out there. People that love Swiss watches from Rolex, Omega, Breitling, Patek Philippe, Panerai, the list goes on. From your Japanese watch enthusiasts, from your guy who's a bit of a watch snob, who only wears Swiss watches and won't even have a second look at a Japanese watch, for example, or any other watch, in fact, apart from the first tier luxury horology, the trinity of luxury watches. But one thing that these guys all have in common, your true watch enthusiasts, a real watch enthusiast, someone who respects himself, is that they're dead against replica counterfeit watches. But before I go into the discussion in depth, let's do a quick wristwatch check. And today I'm sporting the Citizen Gran Classique from the Signature range. What a stunning timepiece, and I'm wearing this watch on purpose today. But anyway, one of the questions, this is a question that I've had quite a few times come up about where is the best place to buy replica watches. Do I recommend anyone that will, provide me a good, AAA quality Rolex Submariner? And guys, look, all I'm going to say to you is that I'm dead against buying replica counterfeit watches. And I'm going to give you guys a bit of a story. I'm going to be totally honest with you. When I think I was about 12, 13 years old, I was on a family holiday in Corfu, and I went into a souvenir shop, and I didn't have enough money on me at the time, and I got my parents to buy me a fake Rolex Daytona. By the time I got back to the UK, the watch, the bracelet had fallen apart. I've still got the watch, I think, in the loft space. It's a very bad quality replica, and what can I say, even the gold has faded away from that watch. However, replica watches now are better built. They are obviously getting nearer to the actual final product itself. However, guys, what I would say to you is do not waste your money on replica watches. And the reason behind this is what you're doing, you're funding criminal activities. The watches that you're buying have no commercial value in the watch world. They're absolutely worth nothing, zero. So basically you're throwing your money down the drain. You're buying a watch that is trying to try and deceive. You're being part of that criminal network as such. And what I would say to you is respect yourself more. I don't believe in the aspect of fake it before you make it, because you're losing credibility as a human being, in my opinion. Now, I've bought watches that have been Franken watches. There might have been, a real watch, however, the parts or the bezel, and there's a lot of Cartier Santoses with the gold bezel when you find out that the actual bezel on it is fake. It's not real gold, And that really disappointed me. I didn't want to wear the watch, and I sold it on, and I did let the buyer know it was a Franken watch, for example. But there's so many options out there, guys, that you should consider. Now, I had a lot of messages that, you know, you're looking at buying a £2 to £4 to £5 to £6 to £700 replica watch, and there's so many options out there. But a lot of you guys say, but you know, a lot of those watches are not iconic, no one's going to recognize them, you're not going to get the respect. But there are watches what will give you credibility in the watch community, you know, that have substance, historical background, no quality issues, real watchmaking craftsmanship, the historical pedigree behind the watches I'm going to discuss with you guys now really are important to the watch world. You know, they did something important. They've got some real historical substance behind them. And the biggest problem with replica counterfeit watches is that they're unreliable. They're not built to last. They could even be dangerous to wear, with all honesty. You know, and the thing is, for me, the biggest thing is when you buy a watch, it's something that you can pass down to your loved ones. And do you want to be known and remembered for passing down a replica counterfeit watch? What would that say about your legacy, your name, your family name? You're damaging your reputation. To be honest with you, how embarrassing would it be if you went into a room, a formal meeting, a business meeting, and I'm going to talk about Rolex Submariners, and I know friends, people that own Rolex Submariners, and they've argued to their blue in the face that it's a real watch. But now that I've experienced some watches in the last 4 to 5 years, I could spot a fake straight away. And I haven't always been like that, believe me. But now, you know, it's embarrassing, and I haven't said anything. You know who you are. And I've met even jewelers that have come in that sell replica watches now, and they sell them, and their reasoning behind it is because the people that I'm liaising with in my geographic location, they can never afford the real thing. But you might as well be part of that criminal network, because you're making money through deception. You're thieving from these luxury brands that have built up years and years of marketing, watchmaking expertise, you know, to give you that final product, that execution, delivering that package for a reason. And you've gone in there and you've diminished all of that, you know. But what you're doing, what you got to look at when you're considering buying these replica watches, you're conning yourself, because when you look in the mirror, you know it's fake. Who are you deceiving? I think you're deceiving yourself. And listen, if you're in the market for a £200 mark or $200 watch, for example, you can't go wrong with the Orient Reign. Now, this is an older model, but in-house movement, Japanese, Orient Mako, really iconic watch, great respect and credibility in the watch community, reliable, really well executed, a real dive watch, 200 meters water resistant, in-house movement. What can I say? The list goes on. A really good, credible piece, and a desirable timepiece as well, I have to say, and something that you will be proud of to own, and something that you will be proud to pass down to the next generation. And next we've got, you know, these are a little slightly more expensive than the Orient Reign, is the Seiko XKX. They've actually gone up in price slightly now in the UK. You're looking at anything from 220 to 250 pounds sterling in 2019. But an iconic, legendary diver, very well respected in the watch community. Why would you even consider buying, you know, a fake Rolex Submariner when you can have a piece of history on your wrist? What can I say? An absolutely icon, legend of a dive watch. Very cool indeed. And then we got something, you know, if you're on the market for a chronograph watch, what can I say? If you want to spend a little bit more money, and I know there's got people that spend £500, £600, £700 for AAA Rolex Daytonas. Look guys, it's never, what a waste of money when you can get yourself and the iconic reissue Bulova Chronograph see. And it's got its own in-house movement, ultra high frequency chronograph movement, sapphire crystal as well. This watch from the Archive series is really well executed. Absolutely amazing quality for the money. You can't go wrong with this watch, I have to say. You know, what a cool watch. This is the watch you kind of watch you should be looking at that price point. Bulova, their Archive series, are reissuing all of their iconic watches. Very cool watch indeed. And finally, for all you guys that are looking to buy fake APs or Hublot Big Bangs, look no further. If you want a watch that's leading the standards of innovation, the Bulova Curve is a modern classic. Let's just get this to focus for you. Bear with me, guys. A modern classic. The first chronograph curved watch. What an absolute beauty. In gunmetal, rose gold, very loud piece, I have to say. Curved sapphire crystal. And, you know, if you spend a little bit of money, from these range from 600 to 700 pounds. Some of the titanium models I think cost about 800. But what you're getting here, guys, is a in-your-face, very loud chronograph watch. Quite sexy, stealth-like. Why would you even consider buying a replica watch that really, when you start learning about watches and you start hanging around with people with real substance, know about watches, it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing yourself. Give yourself respect. Why should you con yourself? Get the real deal. Get something with real substance, pedigree, history. You know, Bulova watches, especially the Bulova Curve, great innovation, a modern classic already. It runs an ultra high frequency movement. Sorry guys, my camera is playing up today. But you know, an ultra high frequency in-house movement to fit that curved case. The first of its kind. What an amazing timepiece. And I get loads of compliments on this watch. And the other watch that I'm wearing today, the Citizen Gran Classic. If you're, you know, for you guys that are buying fake Rolex Datejust, there's got Seiko Presages out there. There's got the Gran Classic. You spend a little bit more money, you can get yourself the real deal and very respectable. This watch really is so well executed. It's like wearing an Omega Aquaterra. When I wear this, it feels like a £3,000 Swiss watch. Now, if you're really desperate to get, you know, a Rolex Submariner, and you're still not keen on these watches that I've shown you, there are homages, and I'm not a big fan of homage watches, but, you know, Steinhardt do very similar watches, and they are really well executed. If you had to get something that looked like, I don't know, the Rolex GMT Pepsi, you could go with the Steinhardt. It's really well executed. I believe they run off ETAs. I might be wrong. But anyway, guys, this is my final thought on it. Don't waste your money on replica counterfeit watches. Respect yourself. Believe in yourself. Start off with these watches. Get the real deal. Enjoy the craftsmanship, the real watchmaking, the reliability. These watches will last you, you know, for 10, 20 years. You'll get to pass them on to the next generation, to your loved ones, to your grandchildren, you know, and they'll pass them on. Be remembered for being the real deal. Don't be remembered for being the pretender. Can you imagine if you were passed down a fake Rolex or a fake Tag or Omega? You know, someone was telling me they were looking at buying a fake Tree the Black Bay, and I was like, dude, what are you doing? Come on, respect yourself. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you love the content. Leave your comments below. Click that little bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And I'll see you in the next video.